We are here at Gurdwara Katalgarh Sahib, the place where Baba Jeet Singh Ji, Baba Jujhar Singh Ji, many other Sikhs sacrificed themselves in battle, fighting against the tyrant Mughals at the time. The Battle of Chamkaur Sahib, the most unbalanced war in the history of the world. Definitely the most unbalanced war, where 46 fought for the love of the Guru, for the right of humanity, for justice, against an army of 1 million Mughal soldiers. Before we seen what this Gurdwara used to look like before, its previous look, this is how it currently stands today. And we're just going to have a quick tour through this area of Chamkaur Sahib as we leave Gurdwara Katalgarh Sahib. And we have this alleyway that's full of shops where you can buy so many things, and you can see the pathway goes uphill towards what used to be the old Gadi, the old Haveli, Chamkaur Sahib. So we're just going to walk up. This old path that leads up back to the old Gadi. You can see as we're walking uphill, the old fort from where Guru Gobind Singh Ji and the rest of the Sikhs fought from was at a much higher place. So all this was what we call just Maidan, this land, an open field where the Sikhs would come down from the fort and fight in this what was once a open field. Now clearly these steps have been built here. I can't remember these being here last time I visited, so they're quite recent from what I remember. But this gate of steps that leads back up, I mean, it's more like that sort of a degree of angle if you're talking about going up. So we can see that obviously the original fort has been demolished. Again, a tragedy. something that should have maybe been preserved. But at the moment there's guards still are taking place. So there's a project taking place where they're trying to give that Gurdwara Sahib the Puratan Dekh, the ancient look that it used to have, the historical look that it used to have. It's quite puzzling why we would want to destroy something in the first place, or to rebuild it, and then rebuild it again, only to then try and give it an old historical look again. Why destroy it in the first place? So they've tried to give it like an old style look. Here you can see got these burj, these four kind of towers on all four corners of it. There's a Gurdwara here dedicated to Bhai Jeevan Singh Ji, formerly known as Bhai Jetta Ji, which was constructed later on. For our information, it wasn't here before historically. It was something that was built later on. There's not really much historical evidence behind that. But yeah, this is the Gudi Sahib, Gurdwara Gudi Sahib. There used to be the fort from where the Khalsa fought from. And like I said, the Sarkar Seva taking place. And if you just go inside, Gurdwara Kachi Gudi Sahib. So this originally was at a very high place, almost at a 90-degree angle, almost, through research. It was like a straight hill that goes up at a 90-degree angle. At the top of it was this gadi, this haveli, that was given to Guru Gobind Singh Ji as a gift, gifted to them. And from here was that Guru Gobind Singh Ji fought with 46 against an army that surrounded them of 1 million Mughal soldiers. The Mughal army had many generals, and this Guru Gobind Singh Ji fulfilled their promise of "Sawa lakh se ek laraun, tabe Gobind Singh naam kahaun," that one of my soldiers will fight against 125,000, and then I will be called Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and they fulfilled that promise here. So thank you all for listening. Thought I'd do a quick live stream. Beautiful Gurdwara though, by the way. I mean, they've been constructed ever so beautifully. Construction is beautiful. It's just a bit of tragedy that obviously we don't have the original buildings. As you can see here, they've given a model of what they're trying to build this Gurdwara to look like. So obviously like an old fort. But obviously it'll never be the same, you know. Obviously we're coming here with children like myself. It's always great to show them something, you know. With children at that age, they want to see something physically, visibly. That's how they learn. That's why they go on trips at school, so they can see things and they can connect to old cultures and civilizations. I mean, for children, for them to come and see something historically, you know, there's not much here. These lovely, beautiful white Gurdwara, but beside that, I showed you earlier some weapons they found, obviously, whilst they were rebuilding the Gurdwara Sahib. So whilst construction was taking place, they found those kind of weapons, and bullets were in there and all sorts of things. But obviously, that's all part of the battlefield. But in terms of showing them things here that are still historically authentic, you know, we don't really have much of that. What we can say is that it's the same land that Guru Gobind Singh Ji visited once. It's the same land that so many Sikhs sacrificed themselves on. That's for sure. So we end this live stream on that positive. Thank you all for listening. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. This is Chamkaur Sahib. Thank you all for listening.